extract it? Is it easy to extract it in a proper way?
Agreed.
And it has simplified the process of data cleaning, as I was watching your videos yesterday. And without formula also, we can do many things which we cannot do in Excel.
Okay, great. So some of you have already covered many things. Yes, I will borrow Tarun's line for my upcoming workshops, that it is a progressive step, okay, to learn data analysis. And actually this happened with me also when I started in 2012, when I started like getting recognition from my CEO and CFO. Okay, the first thing which I impressed was using Excel. But then what next? Okay, they will get used to it and how to make things better. Okay, so then you need to think of these BI tools. Okay, so let's say not Power BI, but focus on BI. BI stands for business intelligence. So anything which you need, which is intelligent or something which can make your business better, okay, that is business intelligence. That for sure you will need. Okay, either you do it through Excel or you do it through some other tool, but you need it. Okay, now there are certain things which are good in Excel, but there are various limitations. You have a lot of flexibility in Excel, but you have a lot of limitation also in Excel. Okay, like we have seen pivot tables. You will, like, your screen will be taken 30-40% by the slicers itself. It brings interactivity, but then you have wasted 30% of your real estate screen space. Okay, so how to make it better? How to consume your reports on mobile? That was one of my motivation in 2013, that my chairman, he is not used to Excel files. How to share the same insights in a proper way so that he can consume it easily. And mobile was one of the, mobile or iPad, those things were one of the solutions. Okay, so Power BI or similar tools are solving that kind of problem. There are multiple tools in this category of BI. One is Power BI, one is Tableau, ClickView, and many other names. Okay, so if I go to next slide, I will also show you like what is the trend in the market. These logos you have seen in my other workshops, right? Pivot table workshop. Nowadays, whatever training requirements we are getting, almost 90% of them are coming related to Power BI. So that is an important shift, which also tells what people should learn. Excel is there, and now at least these kind of organizations, the big organizations, the situation is that Excel should be there. It is a must. Okay, but now we want you to learn Power BI. Okay, to make things better. I can give you some examples. Michelin. Okay, we started with Excel trainings in 2017, 2018. And after that, we have done multiple trainings with them related to Power BI. And now their head office, central office, as well as the Middle East office, they have shifted to Power BI. Initially, they were hesitant to move to Power BI to go to clouds, but now everything has been shifted. And look at this Jaguar. They are using Tableau in the main office, but here Middle East team is very, very keen to use Power BI. But because of certain restrictions from the central office, they are going with Tableau. But the local intelligence reports, they are getting developed in Power BI. Bridgestone, we have last year itself, we have delivered 7 batches of trainings on Power BI. Okay. L'Oreal, again, 6 to 7 batches of advanced level of Power BI training. Michelin, we have been consulting them for last 2.5 years on shifting their BI reports from micro strategy to Power BI. Okay. So all of these, MR is a very big group. I used to be working in one of their subsidiaries in 2016. Okay, I showed them, the chairman of MR, the first dashboard, and then now they are using Power BI extensively. Okay, so all these big companies are shifting toward Power BI, and there are various reasons toward it. Okay, one is it is cost effective. Okay, then you are already using so many Microsoft products, so integration is very easy. Okay, these are 2 main factors which are in itself good enough to move to Power BI. Now, what is the use of Power BI? Most of you are aware, but still I will put them across. Data summarization like pivot tables, data analysis. Yes, these are the outcomes. Visualization. This is the key element which differentiates it from normal Excel. Excel is also having some charts, but here there are much more interactive charts. Okay. Then automation capabilities are like quite a lot better than the Excel. Okay. And reports and dashboards is just the final outcome of these things. Now, why only Power BI? Why people are shifting to Power BI? Whether it is Excel or whether it is some BI tool. So I'm showing you some Gartner research report on BI tools. Okay. They are analyzing all these products in ability to execute, how quickly you can learn and implement, and completeness of vision, what features it is currently having and what features it is going to have very soon. Okay. These two parameters, they analyze these products. And 2020 picture, Power BI was launched in 2015. Okay. 2015 May. Within just 5 years, you can see this is the top quadrant, which is best of both. Microsoft, Tableau, Click, ThoughtSpot, Microsoft next year, Tableau. Look at the gap. It is increasing. Okay. So these three have been in this quadrant for last 6-7 years since I have been using dashboards and these tools. Okay. I started my first dashboard using MicroStrategy. Okay. Look at 2022. Same thing. Look at 2023. Same thing. Microsoft, which includes Power BI, okay, is the leader, okay, because of various reasons. We don't need to go into that. Just looking at the report is enough for us. Okay, this is mainly for IT teams to decide which tools to acquire next. Okay, so that's the reason I am showing you. And because of these things, all the organizations are shifting toward it. Okay. Now, what we will try to learn in this workshop, we will take 1 or 2 Excel files and we will see how we can transform them into interactive, visually appealing dashboards with some insights. Okay, time is limited, so everything will not be possible, but I will try to give you a full 360-degree view of what Power BI offers. Okay. Now, these 3 things you need to understand, because you may hear like one of you was saying it is having 60 days trial period. Okay. So let me help you understand. So Power BI Desktop is a tool which is free since its launch, and it is still free. Okay. Power BI Desktop is what you will need to create any Power BI report. Okay. What is Power BI service? Power BI service is the online version of Power BI. So you can create a basic dashboard on service, but then some limitations are there. If you want to create like full-fledged dashboard, then you need to use Power BI Desktop. Once the Power BI Desktop dashboard is ready, then you can publish it and then it will come to Power BI service. Power BI service is nothing but that account which one of you was saying. Okay. So whatever you will publish, it will be hosted in your account. And once it is there in that account, then you can watch it on your mobile. Okay. You can watch it, you can share it with others. You can schedule for refresh and many other things. Okay. So these 3 things you need to remember. And this is the most important, which is free of cost and can be installed. Power BI service account, you need a business email address, your official email ID to register, and you will get 60 days trial period. Okay. So when you want to register, 60 days free period will be there to have some additional capabilities. Okay. After those 60 days, you need to pay $10 per month per user. Okay. But anyways, those things will be taken care by your IT team. Okay. Don't worry about that. Now, I hope all of you have installed Power BI Desktop. So let's make use of Power BI Desktop and download the files if you have not downloaded from the WhatsApp group. Any questions till now? No questions? So I'm having this group. Voice is fine, right, everyone? voice, video, screen?
Yes, sir.
Great.
It's fine.
My AC is running. Is it bothering the voice?
No, sir.
No,
Nothing.
no, it's
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Fine. So we are having again similar files. Let's look at this file. The one which we have used multiple times in our practices. Okay, the pivot table file. Here what I am having, same invoices, then something related to numerics, sales amount, budget, quantities, volume of water, customers and their countries and cities, regional manager and salesman. And then we have product related informations, categorization of customers. Okay, very simple data. Now I will first show you a basic, like let's say you have 5 minutes to create few things out of this. So I will first show you that version and then we will go in more details. Okay. So I will search for Power BI desktop. That's the application. It might take some time to open and load because it is heavier than Excel, but it is more efficient than Excel. Okay. There might be some machine requirements. So you should have at least 2 GB RAM or 1 GB RAM, something like that. But ideally go for 8 GB RAM if you want to make use of this software. So this is what I am getting when I open the Power BI desktop new file. That do you want to connect to new data sets? Okay, some links are there. What's new currently? Because this tool gets updated every month. Okay, which means some new features may be getting added every month by Microsoft. Okay, so I will close this and I will show you the main window. This is Power BI desktop window.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will first of all save it because I have just opened it as a fresh file. So I will save it in my desktop and let's name it as sample dashboard. Okay. Now, because nothing is there in this, that's why it is suggesting you to pull some data set from wherever you want. Okay. So you can, if you have Excel data source, you can click on this. If you have SQL data source, you can click on this, but let's not go into that. Okay. I will show you this icon, which shows some categories of data set. And I will click on more so that you understand what all kind of data sets you can connect before creating the dashboard. Because data set is not there, then no question of dashboards, right? Further things are dependent on that. So here, it shows you file system. So these are the kind of files you can pull. And most commonly, you will start with this initially, right? You can pull from a folder. You can pull the data from a PDF if that PDF is digitally generated. It should not be scanned PDF, okay? Then SharePoint you can use. Same way here, databases are there, all kind of databases, okay? The important well-known databases are listed here. And this list keeps increasing time to time, okay? I will show you some online connectors also. Microsoft Exchange. So let's say if you are using Office 365 and you want to analyze your mails, that when is your boss asking for some work, maybe on Friday evening, he is sending some emails to be done on over the weekends. All that kind of analysis you can do by just entering your email address and password. Okay. Google Analytics. If you are using Salesforce, people who are related to sales team, okay, if they are using these things, they can connect the data directly. So normally in Excel, what you do, you download the data as Excel file or CSV file, and then you start working in pivot tables or other formulas and functions. Here, you can connect data directly to the databases. If it is downloaded Excel, that also is possible. CSV is possible. So many things are possible directly. Okay. So roughly 120 plus connectors are there available to be connected. Okay. Our case was Excel. So Excel icon is given directly here. When I click on that, it will ask me where is your data. So my data is in this 00 folder and this sales file. Open. So it will try to connect to that particular Excel file, and then it will give us the visibility of the sheets in that Excel file. So this is the only sheet which is there. You need to check it, and then you can see the preview. Looks fine. The preview helps when there are multiple sheets in the same file. Okay. So here there are a few options. I will click on load for now, but we will soon discuss why transform is also important. So when I click on load, what it will do, it will pull the data from that Excel into this Power BI. And where it is visible, so it is still working. $79,000 lines are imported, and then it will appear here on the right side like a pivot table. Okay, because I have imported my data set, I will save it. Okay, auto save, those things may be there, but do not rely on those things only. Always keep a manual saving. Okay, every 2-3 minutes, once something is done, always save it yourself. Now, if you see it here, let me take you through the interface. So get data is to connect to data sets. Okay, then we are having insert. So some options are there to insert text boxes, images, and other things. Modeling is something related to the data model. If you remember Power Pivot, same kind of thing is there. And then here, this field list is there. This section is having the visualizations. On the left side, you have the tabular view if you want to see. So that's our data set. This is the tabular view. Nothing you can edit here. You can just sort it, filter it. You can explore your data set. That's it. Other than that, you cannot do anything. Okay. Now let's say I want to create 2-3 charts. Okay. Something like I'm having country, I'm having sales by country. So I will click sales, I will check sales, and then I will check country. That's it. Okay. Then let me go for another chart. I want to create sales by customer type. Okay. Then I want to create a monthly yearly sales. So I will go for sales, and here I will go for year on the chart. Okay. If you want to see the numbers directly, so you can click on the chart. This is to insert the chart. Okay. This section is to format the chart. So here data labels are there and numbers are visible. Data labels and data labels. Okay. And then let me minimize it. So this is what we have got till now. Now, if let's say you want to change this chart type. In Excel, let's say pivot chart is there, you want to change it, you will right click and then you will go through multiple menus. Here you just click on this pie and that's done. For this one, this is maybe line chart. Okay, but only 2 columns. So let's go back to column chart. Okay, so it's very, very easy. Let's say this one I want to go for a bar chart. So changing of chart is very, very easy. Okay, now one obvious question comes that these charts were possible in Excel also. then what is the benefit here? The main benefit is the interactivity. Okay. In the Excel dashboards, you have to have slicers, then only these will talk to each other. Okay. Here, the chart element itself. So if I click on, let's say, Saudi, that itself interacts with other people, other charts on the page. If I click on 2021, that can change and interact with other charts. Now, this segment is not there in normal Excel. Okay. And because of this, your work will reduce drastically. Okay. You will, if you are preparing, let's say 6-7 reports, 6-7 pages, here one page will be enough because you can like get all the scenarios by clicking on the charts. Okay. So that is the power of any business intelligence tool. It is mainly the interactivity for which people are coming here. And then other peripheral things are always there, but it is the mainly interactivity. Now, if I give you a basic idea, first something came. Okay, let me open one Excel file so that we can discuss that. Okay, so if this is the timeline of Excel, 2010, then 13, then 15. Okay, so if this is the timeline of Excel, here came Power Pivots, the data model which we have discussed briefly in our workshops. Okay, then people were spending a lot of time in data cleaning. So then came Power Query in 2013. Okay, and Power Pivot, which was an add-on in normal Excel 2010, it was introduced by default in Excel. Okay, you have to pay extra, but it was introduced within same thing. No need to install additional plugins. Okay, up from outside. Here, there was one more segment, Power View. Power View was targeting toward visualizations, interactive visualizations. What you were seeing here, similar kind of experience was there within Excel. It may be still there. Okay, but then this was making your Excel very slow and bulky. Okay, so what they did, Microsoft, they combined all three things, and in May 2015 they came up with this product which is known as Power BI. So Power BI is essentially your Power Query, which helps in data cleaning, your Power Pivot, which helps in advanced level calculations, plus it can handle relationships, data model, and more number of rows. Okay, and the Power View, which was the interactive visualizations. But then this segment, they focused a lot because that is the key feature which is differentiating Excel and Power BI, because these things are still there in Excel. Okay, both of them are still there in Excel. Only the visualization side and the interactive element of Power BI is important, and that's why people move to Power BI. So one-stop solution for all the three things. Understood? Now, if I go back to our Power BI. So this is the chart which you will get. You can easily convert any chart to, let's say you want to see total numbers. So you can click on sales from here and drag it here. So my country by country sales are this much, but people would be curious to know what is my total sales. So big and bold, one important number is there. Here, pie chart is there. You can easily switch to some other forms which are representing similar masses. Okay. You are having, let's say, budget. Okay. So budget is there. Let's create a donut chart. Sorry, this GOT chart. I am bringing my sales into this, and I am bringing my budget also into the maximum. And then out of 198, 165 is done. This blue part is what I have already achieved, and this much is the gap. Okay, so there is a plenty of visualizations which we can use to communicate our message. Okay, till now, any questions You can unmute yourself, chat box. Let me see. All good. Okay, 147. Okay, that was 13 minutes back. Any questions till now? Nothing? Okay. Now, let me start again by importing data set, because now things are very easy. If you want to impress someone that I can create a dashboard in just 5 minutes, this is how you will do it. But you will have to work more in real life scenarios. Okay. So I will close this file. I will open one more Power BI file, blank one, and I will import this new data set, sales data for Power Query. I will open the data set itself for you first. Okay. Let's delete this sheet. Okay.
सर
Now, yeah.
हाँ मतलब ये तो सर जैसे एक ही वर्कशीट अभी इसमें हमारे पास है एक वर्कबुक में, अगर मल्टीपल शीट होंगी तो भी वो एक्सट्रैक्ट करेगा?
हाँ, it will extract all of them. You need to select which one to pick.
ओके ठीक है सर.
Okay, we'll come to that also. ठीक है?
Done, sir.
Okay, look at this sheet. Let us say I want to analyze this. So forget Power BI. Excel में करोगे pivot के through. So how will you do it? Using pivots. What will be your first step?
Yeah, the transferring into the table tab.
Table tab. Before that,
Clear the blanks row and remove the mergers.
great. Who was that?
Abhimanyu.
Abhimanyu. Haji. So everyone understood? You can't create a pivot table on this data set. Okay. You can't create a pivot table because there are so many impurities in this data set. Merge cell is there. These 4 products are sold from Abu Dhabi. Okay. There is a spelling mistake in Christmas. Here also again product is combined. Here this salesperson is combined. There are multiple blank lines here. Okay. At the top, your data is having some unwanted rows. If you want to create a table, first you need to have a clean data set. Tables don't work on bad data, right? Whatever I have used in pivot tables, it was already a clean data set in the workshop, right? But in real life, when you download it from an ERP, okay, you get a lot of unwanted things. Okay. Now, this thing is there up and down multiple places. It is there. Now we need to fix this thing. And the problem is you will clean it, but then when you download it next time, then also you will have to do the same thing. Okay. Cleaning this is very simple, no brainer. Anyone can do it. But when a person is doing, a human is doing, he might forget one step. He might do something wrong. Mistakes can happen, right? Because we are humans. So, and again, after some time, you will get frustrated that you have to do repetitive manual tasks again and again. Okay. Now, let's come here. Power BI desktop. All of you can practice with me, okay? Open a new Power BI desktop file. Save it. It is saying get data. I can cancel it. I will start from here. First, I should save the file. Let me name it as sample 2. Sir, I need base file again. No problem. Let me share it. So both the files I have shared on this Zoom chat also. Otherwise, you can go to WhatsApp. So import data. I will click on Excel again. I will click on sales data for Power Query. Open. It will again show you the same data sheets, whatever is possible. Okay, it is showing you like this. Let me open that Excel file and make some changes for you. I'm having some unwanted sheets. Some of them are hidden. Okay. And then I'm saving it back. Okay. I think I'm using it in Power Query. That's why. Let me close this. Now it's fine. So Excel, this file, and once it is able to talk to that Excel file, you can see all of them are listed here. Hidden, not hidden, doesn't matter. It will try to see everything. And now you need to decide what is your data set. It can even identify a table. You can see it has automatically removed the blank portions from your file, the blank rows, the top section, and it has identified this data set. Okay. But anyway, I will not go with this. I will clean my data myself because I don't know whether it has missed something or not. Okay. So I will select this messy data sheet and then click on load. Load, we will not click. Load means you are assured that whatever Power BI will do is correct for your situation, which will not be the case most of the time. Okay. Abhimanyu says, no problem, Abhimanyu. You have to watch. That's the only thing which you can do, or use personal laptop. Okay. So you need to click on transform data. Transform data means you can do things yourself. Here, Power BI will do. And Power BI is currently doing this. It is having blank rows. It is having multiple blank rows. Then so many blanks in between. Okay. So let us go into the transform data. Now, transform data is nothing but we are entering into Power Query window. You can see Power Query editor. Now, this is the place which I love because this is saving me a lot of time every day. Okay. So on the left side, you will have the name of the table which you have imported. It says messy sales data. It was just to showcase that it is not a clean data set, but I would like to call it as sales data. Okay, so double click and then you can change the name. Or another way to change the name is on the right side here, you can rename it. Okay, so all the tables which you will import, this is just one table. All the tables which you will import will be placed here, listed here. Now, this is the menu, different options. Whenever you need, you will use menu items. So this one I will minimize for some time. And then, okay, then this is the scenario. Now, something is wrong in my file. I will first close it and then open it again. Sometimes it gives some issues temporarily. So whenever you are working on Power BI desktop, try to close other applications. Okay, in this case, I am running Zoom. I have many things open, right? Okay, so that's why that may also cause some issues. But anyway, I will go back into that window. Yeah. So earlier I was not able to see these column headers. That's why I said something is wrong. Okay, which may not be the case with your file. Okay. So what it has done, look at the beginning. It has connected from a source. We helped in that, right? This is the source. And that it has identified so many things out of that file. Messy sales data, that's sheet 1, so many other sheets. Then there are some hidden things which you don't know. Okay. So after that, what I did, I selected that particular sheet which I wanted. So it has listed here that you have to take messy sales data, and this is the sheet, because it identifies tables also, it identifies sheets, it identifies print areas. Okay, automatically it identifies many things. So it has said that messy sales data was selected. Then look at the headers here. Column 1, column 2, column 3. That is what is happening. And then Power BI thought, okay, first line, let's use as headers, but that's not the correct headers. So I will delete these 2 steps, which Power BI did, but they were wrong. We are not in a correct shape as of now. Okay. So I have just kept 2 steps, which I did from the interface, but Power BI has noted it down. Which file to connect, where to find it, and which sheet in that file to pick. Okay. Now comes the next part. If you have to clean it, how will you clean it in Excel? In Excel, you will go row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You will delete 7 rows from this data set, right? Agreed? Now you can unmute yourself or raise your hands because I want interaction here. What all things you will do to clean? Okay. So first thing is remove top 7 rows. How will you do it? In Excel, you will select those rows and press Ctrl- or right click and delete. Here, you cannot right click. You cannot delete these. You cannot select and delete. All the Excel work normally which you do, okay, related to any cells or columns, okay, most of those things will be like difficult to create here. So you have to delete it in some other ways. Okay. So let me show you. In the home tab, we have remove rows. And remove rows from where? From top. Then it will ask how many to remove. So Siddharth, how many to remove? 7.
7.
When I click OK, it has taken away those 7 lines. Now here's the beauty. It has recorded that step, which I just did, that you have to remove 7 lines, skip 7 lines. That means next time you don't have to perform this automatically. It will be done. Okay. Next.
Sir, next time करेंगे क्यों?
Huh?
Next time करेंगे क्यों? Why will we do this task again, sir?
No, we will not do it again, but this is the sales data, let's say. Sales data, though, you will sell in future month also, right? Your file will be updated. You will get it from somewhere else, maybe download it from the ERP, right? So then that ERP file will also have similar issues again, right? Because it came like that.
लेकिन सर it will be seeking मतलब manual intervention too, क्योंकि ये अगर automatically कर देगा, अगर in case the file format is being changed while driving it from some source, तो दिक्कत नहीं हो सकता, मतलब it could create a problem.
दिक्कत होगी. So if the file format is changed, then anyways someone has to work. Okay, structure is changed, nothing can be automated, right? Automation, whenever someone is talking about, that means situation is similar. Okay.
Got it, sir. Got it.
And most of the time, that is the kind of scenario that when you download a file, it has the problems, but it has similar problems what it used to have previous time. So that part it is solving. If let's say IT team has changed the structure itself of that file which you are downloading, then obviously you have to work again. Okay. Even if you are doing manually, your mind has to rethink how to clean it now. So that part is outside the scope. But whatever is constant, even if it is messy, but there is a structure in that messiness. So that part, it will note down.
लेकिन सर एक सवाल और है, there is one more question कि अकेला यही डेटा तो हम पावर बीआई में डाउनलोड नहीं करेंगे, we would be downloading data.
So we will do it for every data which we import in Power BI. Whatever problems they are having, we will clean it like that once. And then Power BI will note down all these steps for each data set.
Okay, समझ गया, आप समझ गए, got it.
Okay, so it is an additional layer on the original data. So this layer, when combined, it gives you the clean data. That's it. Okay, so remove top rows is done. Now, next question is how to get rid of these blank lines. Okay, 9 and 10, I want to delete. Maybe then 36 and 37, I want to delete. You can't delete like that. You have to go remove blank rows. And now they are gone. Then what I will do, my first line is currently a header, because till now my headers are column 1, 2, 3, which are default headers. If you are not giving any headers, then these are the headers. But my data is having headers themselves. So I will use this first row as headers. And now you can see column 1, column 2 have been replaced by our first line. Next question. Okay. You might be aware when we saw in the Excel file, this person was in all these lines. So Power BI, when it imports everything, or Power Query, when it imports data, it unmerges everything. Okay. But then when you are creating the reports, these lines, you don't want to go unattended. They are related to Ramjan. Okay. So now, normally, if you are in Excel, you will take this corner, double click, or you will use Control D or something like that to fill this. Okay. Here, cache needs to be in both these lines. Here, mobile needs to be there in all these lines. So how to do all these things? You just need to pick that column. And here in the transform, you have an option of fill in one of the direction. So pick this value and fill it in downward direction. Pick this value and fill it in downward direction. So whichever column you select, in that column, it will fill down. So you can see this cell is being copied in all the blank rows. Now this, you have to understand the structure first. What if there was a blank cell itself? It was not because of merging. So you need to differentiate both the situations, and then only you will decide whether to use this kind of thing or not. But if required, this particular feature is there. But I have to do this in this also. Fill in downward direction. Then this one in downward direction. This one in downward direction. So all these places wherever I need it, I have already filled it. Okay. Next, one of the spelling mistakes was there. Christmas was wrongly spelled. Okay. So what I can do, I can go to Home tab, and here there is an option of replace values. So find and replace, which you do in Excel. Same thing is here. You just need to find this, and then I will copy it back. That's the correct spelling. And click OK. And now everywhere it is replaced in this column. And it has noted down that this needs to be replaced with this. Whatever you are doing till now, it is noted down. Okay. And once you are done with this data cleaning, okay, next step is checking the data types. Okay. So this column, you can see a calendar icon is appearing because Power BI thought that this is a date column. That's correct. This one is having numbers, age, text, ABC. Okay. If by any chance you feel that something is not right, which Power BI has done, you can always change it. You can always modify the data type. Okay. Let's say sales is there. Currently, because of dummy numbers, Power BI is thinking that it is all integer numbers. But if you want, you can make it decimal numbers. So next time, if a fraction is coming in this column, Power BI will keep the full number. If you make it an integer, then it will try to change those things. Okay, so you can always modify if something is not correct. So like profit also can be in decimals, so I would keep that provision. Units are fine, they have to be integers, but even then I can go with decimals, no harm. It will keep .00 at the most, right? Price should be in decimals. So here all the data types are mentioned, and then I will close and apply. When you close and apply, that means your Excel data plus this process which you have just finished. Okay, so Excel data will go through this process, and then you will get the clean data set, and which looks something like this. Okay, which is not having any problems. So I have just shown you few capabilities of Power Query. Okay, there are many things which can be done using Power Query. Okay, after that the process is same. Okay, now let us take some time and start learning Power BI one more time in terms of visualization. So I will go through the previous file which we created, sample dashboard, because that is having more variety of data set. Okay, and then we will discuss the visualization side of this. Okay, any questions till now? Easy है, complex है? Am I running slow or fast?
Little fast. I think वो promoted headers के बाद से ना थोड़ा सा it became little fast. I think we need to revisit again and get it done once.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir. I also missed the headers part, sir.
आधा किया था वो promoted headers तक पहुंचते में because I'm doing it simultaneously with you.
Okay, ठीक है.
So do we need to do this simultaneously with you, or we watch and do it
बाद में
later?
भी देख सकते हो, मतलब बाद में भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है, साथ में करो तो बेटर है. ठीक है, because it is a closed group, number of people are limited, so we can do it together. When it is a bigger group, तो then ये सब possible नहीं होगा. So I will keep both the files open. So something, let's say you have done, but you want to modify it. How will you modify it? Okay, so like you said, we want to revisit that headers part, and I have already completed the query. So how to go inside? In the home tab, you can click on this pencil icon, the edit icon. When I click on that, it goes into the Power Query window. Okay, and okay, headers तो बहुत पीछे थे. ठीक है, no problem.
Please tell that find and replace also, you know, where you
Okay.
corrected the spelling
I
of
am here
Christmas.
before the headers. Okay, before moving the first line to headers. Okay. Okay. Now I can see that my first line should be my headers, not the default headers. So what you need to do is, in the home tab, there is an option here, use first row as headers. When I click on that, by default, whatever is the first line in your data set currently, in the current view, okay, that will be taken to the headers. Fine. Next, as soon as the headers are identified, Power BI automatically implements certain data types to each column. This is a numeric column. This is a date column. This is a numeric column. This is a text column. So Power BI tries to classify them into three categories: numbers, dates, or text. Okay. So these looks fine. Customer age, I think integer is fine. And then we can go here and check for others. So these columns, I am not sure, currently it is a dummy data, that's why everything is integer, the full number, but it can go decimals because of 18% GST or 5% VAT in UAE. Okay, all these things can be decimal easily. So you can select any one of them and then click on this prefix and you can change the data type. Currently it is this 1, 2, 3 with no decimals, but we can say that it can have decimals also. So it is asking to change. So that is one thing which is associated with the data type, because if a data type is not correct, at least at a broad level, then you will not be able to create charts. Why it is important? Let's say you decide and you keep this as a text. Now, if you are trying to create a sales by country chart, you will not sum the sales column because it is a text column. It cannot be summed. So that's why checking the data types is very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to use the column as per your required situations. Okay. Power BI does this automatically for each column as soon as you promote headers, promote first line to headers. But Power BI has its own assumptions. Based on your situation, you know better which column is what type. Okay, so always go and fix that. Okay. Then we were repeating certain things. So these blank cells, this needs to be filled. These blank cells, this person needs to be filled. So I can select all of them using Shift key, these 4, 5 columns. And I can go to transform and then click on fill. In which direction? Downward direction. That means it will pick up the first cell before the blank values and copy that text and paste it in all the blank values in the upcoming rows. Okay. Only up to the next set of blank cells. When again it sees blank cells, it will again pick up the new value, whatever is before those blank cells, and then it will copy paste that set. Okay. It is not that Ramjan will be copied across all the bottom lines. No. Ramjan was copied only up to those continuous set of blank cells. Okay. What was next after this?
Find and replace.
Find and replace. Okay, find and replace means, let's say this spelling was wrong, right? So you can click on, you can select that spelling and then you can click on replace values. So it will pick up the existing value to find, and then you can put something else. So I will take exactly same thing. It was just a spelling mistake. So I will edit this same thing. Otherwise, you can write anything. You can put your name. Okay. You can put another coupon code and click OK. Let's add a few more things. Maybe you are not interested in the customer age. That is not relevant to your data analysis. In this situation, let's say, whatever you are trying to create, customer age is not important. Serial number is not important. So I can select customer age, press delete key on the keyboard. I can select serial number and then delete. Because if I am having, generally when you download the files from ERPs, it may be having 50 columns, but all you need is 15, 10. Okay, so only keep what you need. And then once you are done, you can close and apply. And that will be passed on to the visualization side. So currently you can see here you have customer age and serial number. Once we see the new upload, as soon as it's done, those columns will go away. So columns have been reduced. That means your file size will be less. Amrish, yes.
Akhilesh, my headers, promoted headers, is very different in description as of yours. For example, the 1.2 decimal besides the product, which has to be the units, is showing as 1.2 125. So I'm not able to get a clarity what is the header to be mentioned, price or units. So for example, if you go to the promoted chart,
Can you
if you
share your screen? I have allowed sharing.
just a minute. Could you see this?
Yeah.
Just see the headers. It's showing as description is quite different. Yours was showing price and unit.
So
But in,
I know the problem, I guess.
okay.
Go to third step on the right side in the list. Guys, are you able to see his screen?
No,
Yes, yes, we can see.
I can't see.
No, I'm
Now?
not able to see.
Check now.
Still no.
What can be the issue? I have paused my share.
Go to view options.
In that you have to change the host, means viewer.
So just check all the windows of Zoom, okay?
Maybe you need
Yes.
to close the share.
Yes. Yes. You people needs to go view option and to select to that Mr. Amar and who is showing that Amaresh. Just select the shared process. Then you can able to see it.
Working or not?
Who is sharing actually? Name?
Amrish.
Yeah, you said the third
One, upper one.
top rows,
Click on
remove
that.
top rows.
Yeah, remove top rows. Click on that name, that step. Click on before that. Second step. No, don't go inside that. Cancel. Upper one.
Navigation.
Yeah. So here itself, you were already having headers, right? In the navigation itself.
Okay.
In the first line.
Right.
So you don't need to remove top 7 rows.
No, but I had to remove it because it was showing null. In your case, it was showing similar to me.
So the file which was sent to you, that was not having the top problem. Okay. That's why. In my file, I created some more like messiness, and it was having top 7 rows which were unwanted.
Okay.
Even
So
in my sheet, there were no blank rows.
those
So
who
I
have
didn't
just taken the
remove.
file from here, they
Yeah.
were having the same issue. But the ones which have downloaded the files from WhatsApp, that was having at the top a little bit cleaner data.
Yeah.
Okay. The purpose is, okay, now you can stop sharing, Amrish.
Sir, one more thing, how to undo the Excel what we work, because if I delete some extra columns, how to come back?
Okay, my screen is visible.
Yes.
PowerBI desktop
Yes,
visible.
sir.
Okay. Now, how to undo anything again? I am going inside Power Query. You cannot use Control G, okay, to undo something. But let's say I deleted these 2 columns, serial number and customer, age. You just remove this tab and that will be undone. It will switch back to the previous situation. You can see my columns have appeared.
Oh, thank you.
So you just need to delete this step which you have done wrongly, or maybe which was not required. Like in case of Amrish, just mute yourself, Tarun. Okay. In case of Amrish, it was the top 7 lines. It was not required from his perspective, but he still delete, like use that step, and that was taking away the top 7 lines which were part of the data set. Okay, they were not supposed to be deleted. So he just need to delete that particular step, which is remove top rows, because he doesn't need to delete. He can straight away go for promote headers. Next one, promote headers. Blank rows, yes, it is required for him also, because blank rows were there in all the files. Okay, so it is quite flexible. You have designed a process, but you can come and tweak that process if required. If there are too many changes in the file which you are getting next time, then no point tweaking the process, create the new process. Okay, any other questions on this?
Sir, this price, I changed to digits, decimals, okay? But
Yeah.
it is showing round figure only. So the price is
It will
so
show.
like
It will
that.
show. It is not for display. Here you are deciding what kind of data can be there in this particular column. It is not that
if I
decimals or 5 decimals.
If I need 0.00 something, then I can do
that
like
chart
that.
will handle. That chart will handle. Here we are just categorizing our data, whether it is having decimal numbers or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm closing and applying. Now I will close this file. So the purpose of this exercise, which was more of Power Query, is that you can automate your data cleaning. You know all the manual steps, how you do it. Okay. Then all those steps, do it once. Power Query will note it down on the right side. And next time you just need to click on refresh. It will pull the data sets with the same problems. It will remove the top 7 rows. It will delete whatever columns you have deleted. It will fill whatever cells you have filled in the blanks. It will unmerge. It will, whatever you have done in the process, it will do all those things without your intervention, and then give you the clean data set. Okay. So that is the role of Power Query. And believe me, this section will be most important for you. Okay. This section will be most important for you because that's what takes the most time currently.
I think it's like macros in Excel. In macros also now we can do the repetitive things by recording.
Only difference is macros, I don't understand. These things can be understood by more number of people, even if they don't have programming background.
It's
because
more
it
easy.
is based on the interface. Okay, whatever you need, just go to that menu and it will be done. On the back end, ultimately it is a programming code. It is not a VBA language, it is some different language, but we don't need to care about that, right? We just need to know how to do it through the menu. Okay, and there are many more things. I've just taken a very simple scenario. Okay, when you are going through that section, Power Query section, you might have seen other sections. Okay, so once you complete, you will see the real power of Power Query. Okay, in fact, when Power Pivot came, I was not that happy, but when Power Query came, it really solved our problems. Okay, now I have closed that file which we just used for Power Query. Okay, I'm into my first file, which was having a clean data set. And let us discuss about the visualization side. Okay. Now, this is my columns. Okay. Let me go and create. So let's decide some questions on this data set. You have this data set. Okay. Let us try to list down 4 or 5 like insights which we would like to get out of this data set. And let's keep it them simple. Okay. We will not make them very complex because formulas and all, you don't know how to write it. Okay. So we will not go into that. So chat box, please mention what all things you would like to want to see from this data set, and then we will try to replicate that dashboard. Okay. Please start. Broader categories of items here is country, customer types. We have the managers, we have products categories, products, and we have invoices. Okay. Sales of different salesmen. Akash is back. I didn't notice earlier. Countries and sales. Okay. Next. Country-wise sales, same, done. Next. What else you would like to see? Imagine you are a manager. Okay. Country and product. Okay. We have a budget also, okay, in this data set. So we would like to compare sales versus budget for each country. Let's say, let's make it a little bit more variety.
I just want to using the 4 combinations in the country, and because the thing is, the graph must be come into that each country has to become in the each country. So what is the sales? What is the total sales? After that, in the side by side. So what is the each of the salesperson has been contributed? I think in such a way.
Okay, so I will list down all these things, some of the things which you have mentioned. So here there is a text box option. Okay, so first is all of you want to see country wise sales. Okay, then we have salesperson wise budget and achievement. So let's put salesperson sales versus budgets. Visually we will see. Okay, next what is the most and least category in profit? We have profitability. We don't have profit here, so that would not be possible. We don't have the cost side. Okay. Then we have area-wise salesman sales, area-wise. So let's say city-wise or country-wise salesman for country and city. Who are the top 5 salesmen, something like that. Okay. What next? One or two more I will pick. Sales compared with budget we will keep, and then sales of different salesmen done. Anything else? Anyone? I would like to keep something like monthly sales trend. Okay. And we have managers. I would like to know how many salesmen are there under each manager. Okay, these kind of top 5 managers. Yes, we can do that also. The top 5 salesmen, top 5 managers. Yes, let's put top 5 sales managers. 5 sales managers.
Top payment methods used by the
that data we have closed. Okay, but yes, if it was there, we could have used it. Okay, so this is the other data set, which is only which we have seen in pivots again and again. Okay, so that it is relatable. Let's also have the top or simple product wise sales.
Product category sales. That is what I was asking. Product sales.
Okay, product sales or product category sales. Okay, so many things we have listed, but we will pick some of them only. Okay, now we'll do it together. Okay, so first of all, pick up one chart, country wise sales. Okay, so I will pick country and sales together. Which chart you want to design? Column chart, map chart,
Let's go pie chart.
a pie chart or donut chart. Okay, it depends on your message, what you want to convey. Okay, if you want to compare, you can go with this chart.
Histograms, yeah, histograms is the right.
Or this one. If you want to show geographically, then map. Currently, these are only 6 countries, so map utna acha nahi lagega. Okay, so if you want to show percentage contribution, then you must need to go for pie chart or donut
Pie charts.
Okay, so it depends on your scenario. So I will keep for this one, not pie chart. Okay. Simple column chart or bar chart. Okay. Let's keep column chart actually. Okay. Now I will copy this and then remove country. What was our next problem? Salesperson, sales and budgets. Okay. Let's keep it toward the end because it is more detailed. Sales, product sales, managers, top 5 sales manager. Okay. Let's keep it that one. Then monthly sales trend. Let's keep this one next. Okay. Salesman by country and city. Okay. Salesman we have seen at the top, bottom also. Okay. Fine. So let's go with top 5 sales managers. So whenever you talk about top 5 or top 10, normally bar chart, this one is better.
Yes.
Okay. And we want to discuss the managers, right? So we will bring managers into y-axis. So this is what we have. And then we are not interested in all of them. We are only interested in the top. So maybe you can reduce it. Okay, scroll bar will appear. But if you don't want to see them at all, then here you have certain options of filtering. I can go into the managers. And here I will switch to top and filtering. And I will say top 5. But top 5 based on what? So I need to bring my sales into this because based on sales I want. And then click on apply this filter. Now it shows only top 5. Okay. So please do it together with me. When you click on the chart, Rajit, I am not able to understand what kind of message is it. Okay. So maybe just watch the screen. It may be related to your laptop. Okay. So when you click on this chart, in the filter pane, you need to open managers and then go for top and filtering, top 5 based on sale, and then click apply filter. Done. Shall we move to the next chart? Yes, no? Chat box. Okay. What was the next? Salesman for, okay, monthly sales trend. Monthly sales trend, right? I will go here. Monthly को छोड़ो, yearly रख लेते हैं चलो. I will select my sales and bring the invoice date. And that's it. Yes, your maps. So don't create map chart. For map charts, you might have to click on file here in the options and settings. Options.
Actually, my data list and visualization is not coming together. If data is coming, then visualization is going off. It will
never come together, right? Okay, I will come to that again. Okay, so here in the security, if you go down, this needs to be checked, then only your maps will be visible. Okay, Prajit? file, options and settings,
okay.
security, and then use maps and field maps.
Okay.
Then it will work. Okay. Yes, Kajal. What was your question?
I'm not able to select the column names and visualize that. If the visualization is given, na, all the charts are given, so the list is not visible. Like whether how can I select the city, country, customer? That list is not visible.
This is not there.
And
Right.
when I'm selecting from the top left, na, data is coming.
Okay, I will show you one more time how to create the chart from the scratch. Okay, follow that. Maybe you are not selecting the proper element. Okay, so just to repeat this chart. Okay, I am taking a chart, let's say blank chart I started. Okay, now I need to fill this with some data columns. So I am taking sales directly to this. I am taking, what was that, manager to this, and this is done. Are you able to do like that?
Yeah, I'm able to do like that, but that list is only not coming now from that where I can drag there.
This list is not coming. Is it minimized like this?
Yeah.
Expand it.
Okay.
Now is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So chart is fine. And we are able to see top 5 people. And this is our yearly chart. Yearly chart simply drag sales and then drag invoice date. Okay. Now, all of you, if you are having 3 charts like mine, please activate the data labels. So select the chart and then go to this icon. This is for formatting. And then open data labels. Here also data labels. Here also same thing, data labels. One by one, you have to switch between the charts. Okay.
Akhilesh, can you please explain the sum of sale by manager format, how you remove the
Remaining ones?
remaining ones, yeah.
So what? After creating the chart, I selected the chart.
Yes.
Then I went into filter pane. I opened
Okay.
the manager field.
Manager, okay.
And then here there was basic filtering. I switched to top N filtering.
Top N filtering, yes.
And then you need to put how many you want to see.
Okay.
Based on what parameter. So you need to drag that parameter, numeric parameter. So sum of sales is by dragging this here.
So every time you need to drag the data over there to showcase, right?
Yeah, because you might need top 5 based on something else also. So it is asking that what is that basis of top 5?
Okay, I'm trying to drag the sum of sale data to the buy a value portion, but it doesn't come.
So let me show you again. This sale I'm
okay, that's it. Okay, okay.
White box. Okay.
Okay, got it.
And then don't forget to apply filter because you need to apply also.
Where do you need to apply? Okay, you need to apply the filter.
Yes, then only it will implement on the chart.
Okay.
Where is the apply filter?
Where is the apply filter?
So when you are dragging, this was active. I have already applied it. That's why it is.
Okay, it gets deactivated. Yeah, I got it. Done.
Next.
Sir, I have one doubt. In the last chart that you've shown, is it possible to select one year like 2021 and show its relevant records below somewhere? And
relevant
again,
records means
based on 2021 related records we have in Excel, right? So is it possible to show? And again, if he clicks on 2022, only those records to be shown, just like interactive.
Yeah, so that is currently also happening. So let's bring one more thing. Okay, we will complete. Okay, so your question will be automatically answered after that.
Okay.
Okay, guys, next thing I want to show is the total sales in the data. Okay, and for that I will use this 1, 2, 3, this card, fourth line, fourth icon in the visualization. And whenever you are creating a new visualization, you have to deselect any of the chart which is already selected. Okay, so click on some blank space normally once, then only go for a new one. Otherwise your existing chart will get changed. Okay, and then bring sales here. I want to keep this number here. How much is my total sale?
This is a normal text box you selected, right?
No, I've not selected a text box. I am selected this 1, 2, 3, which is a card, which is different than the text box.
Okay, what is that format name as?
It is card, fourth line, fourth icon in the
Right.
visualization.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's called card.
Card.
And how do you populate the data? The sum of sale.
Just drag sales into this.
Okay. Got it.
So that we know, okay, we have seen managers, countries and all, but what is the total number out of the 2 years? So that is visible properly. Let us.
Sorry. No, I was just asking the sum of the sale on a yearly basis. How did you get the yearly mentioned against different bars? So I could only put in one particular column in sum of sale, but when I'm trying to look out for the yearly data, the data
This
column
chart you are talking about, this one?
Yeah, the third one, yeah.
Okay, so this I created a normal column chart, fourth one.
Yes, I did
row,
that. Yeah.
And then sales I ticked.
Yeah.
And then invoice date I ticked.
Okay, invoice date.
Okay. What do you see now?
For me, it is not selecting the invoice date when I'm trying to click it.
So drag it. Sales, bring sales, and then invoice date on the chart. That's it. Are you able to do now?
Yeah.
I took year.
Yeah, it happened.
Fine, Kajal, fine. Jatin,
got it.
You are having any question?
Filter, can you explain one?
No, sir. Okay, fine.
Okay. Prajit says how to show data labels. So click on the chart, any chart. Let's say I want to add it on this chart. Then here, this icon, formatting icon of the chart in the visualization pane. Click on that, and you will be able to see data labels, which is currently off. Okay, I will delete it because I have the same chart earlier also. Guys, here Power BI menu is dynamic. What you select, okay, the menu on the right side will automatically change. So your selection is very important, whether you have selected the right candidate to be formatted or not. Okay, so what I was saying, I was having sum of sales. Let me copy it, Control C, Control V, and then remove this sale and bring budget also. So I have two cards. One is showing me sales, one is showing me budgets.
Done. So can we, as somebody was asking during the last interaction, if there are multiple sheets that needs to be represented in the Power BI format, is it also possible in
Yes,
the same?
possible.
Okay.
Because we have only limited time, that's why we are keeping our scenarios simplistic.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm just trying to showcase you what are the possibilities.
Yes.
Okay.
If we want to compare budget and sales with for a different years, how would do that?
So here, currently this chart is having your sales. You can bring budget also in the same place, y-axis. So you will be able to see both of them. I just added sales earlier, right? Here.
Yeah.
You can bring budget also on this chart and you will be able to compare both of them.
Yeah.
But I am keeping it only sales. Okay. Okay. So guys, we have seen top 5 managers. Managers can be replaced by products or cities or anything. Okay. We have seen country-wise sales. We have seen time-wise sales. We have seen cards. You can also go for, if you want to see budgets and sales, you can use this God chart and bring sales and then bring budget. Okay, budget, I will bring it into maximum section. Okay, so visually, because some organizations, some top management people, they think that jab tak ye chart nahi hoga, it is not a dashboard. Okay. So the speedometer, because the term dashboard, from where it is coming? It is coming from cars. So dashboard is there in the cars. Those parameters which you see on the car dashboard help you drive safely, smoothly. So usme this chart is there, and same way we should have something similar for business also. So that
filter once more, top 5 manager and top 5 countries.
top 5 managers. Okay. Top 5 managers, let me click on salesman and sales. Okay. This is the chart which we had, right? Fine. I'm able to see many salesmen, but I just want to keep maybe top 10 people. Okay. So all you need to do is click on the chart. Then you will see salesman on the filter pane.
Right.
Open that. You will see basic filtering. You need to switch to top and filtering. Then how many people? Top or bottom? Top 10. Okay. Let's switch to bottom because one of you was asking something related to bottom also. Let's say I don't want top, I want bottom people. I want to maybe reduce my headcount. So who are bottom 10 people? But what is the basis of bottom? So I will bring a numeric element from here and put it in by value section. So top 10 salesmen by sales. And then when I apply this filter, it shows me only bottom 10. So these are the bottom 10 people in my data set. So you can do for top also, same way. Okay. Okay or not okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now, okay. Now, let's keep our scenario until here. Okay. Because then I will not be able to complete the full picture if we get stuck only in this part. Okay. Let us say you are presenting this and we can have a header and all those things are possible. We can have a logo, you can put image. Okay. This is a God chart, which is showing comparison between the actual sales and the budgets. Okay. This is the chart. Now, what if your boss looks at, or your, let's say CEO is looking at this number. There is a board meeting. And then they looks at this number because yearly, okay. Earlier it was 69. Now it became 96. How? What did you do? What did you do? Or it is just a typing mistake, 6.9 became 9.6. So these kind of questions will be there, right? Now, let me minimize all these things, okay? These kind of questions will be there, and then you will think, should I explain this difference of 69 versus 96 based on products, some new products which we introduced, or maybe we expanded into some new territories, or maybe we included some new customers. How should I explain? There are so many lines or directions in which I can explain this, right? And you don't know which one will be more appropriate based on the current business situation. And for each direction, you need to work. You need to know, okay, how much is the difference? How much was that factor contributing more based on the previous sales? Okay. Now let me show you some AI capabilities of this chart. If I need to explain this difference of 69 versus 96, everyone is having this chart? Okay. Look at my screen now. Forget your screen, look at my screen. I will right click and I will say analyze. And then I will say explain the increase. Now, the things which I am showing now, forget them in Excel, simple. It will go through the data set. It will go through each field which you are having in your data set, that particular table. It will rank the results and then it will showcase you some charts after going through all that process. So first chart it has given us is, okay, 69 versus 96. These were the main contributors. There is a customer, because this chart is showing by customer. There is a customer, Carrefour, that itself gave 20 million additional sales. So out of 70, 96, that is 26, right? 20 came from this single customer. And then it is not stopping there. It has explained by salesman. It has explained as a waterfall chart by customer type. Who was contributing positively, who was contributing negatively in all the dimensions. Country-wise, these 3 countries contributed positively. These 2 countries contributed negatively. Okay. So you can pick whatever you want to showcase. And you can do it on the fly when you are presenting it to the management. Now, if I like it, I can click on plus, and maybe that's one of the chart which I want to keep in my reports. So I will bring some space for this chart. Okay. Have you ever thought of this thing in Excel? Or those who are using Power BI, did you see this kind of chart?
It's actually giving an in-depth analysis.
This is amazing, sir. But the same way it will show the decrease as well if it is a decrease.
Yes, it will show decrease also.
Decrease is also showing.
When I right click, it was increasing. That's why it explained the increase from this point to that point. If it was decreasing, it would show decrease also.
Oh, super.
Let me show you. Let's just take this chart here. This is fine, right? Currently, this chart, I used invoice date. Invoice date is having 4 fields auto-generated. Okay, just a minute. This AC is super cool now. Okay. Now, do you see these arrows at the top? These are not there on any other chart. If I go down using this icon, I can see quarter by quarter. If I go down further, I can see monthly summary. Same chart. And I can go day by day also if required. Anyway, I am not interested in days for now. So I am coming up So let's stay here. Your question was, can it show the decrease also? Look at this. Q3 versus Q4, there's a decrease. I want to see where this 2 million decrease happened, because of what reasons. Right click, analyze. Now it is showing explain the decrease. And it is again explaining based on customer. So Union Corp sales dropped by 2.7 million. Carrefour increased by 0.7. So this is the major culprit. Okay. Now think of it. Pehle to you will have to think what was that region, and then you have to do a lot of calculations to represent it in the form of a chart. It is doing on the fly. The top management is asking, okay, yearly, how things changed. You can go at monthly level, you can go at quarterly level, and it is auto-generating it on the fly.
Yeah, usually we need to make that backup files also. It's auto-generated here, right?
Yeah, Excel is all backup data and then explain why the decrease.
And it requires hard work. Okay, we will always say, okay, this direction I did not follow. Give me some time. I will get back to you by tomorrow, or maybe in half an hour or 1 hour. That kind of logic we will give to the management. I have given it like that most of the time. Okay. So that's one thing.
If we have a profit to compare for quarterly also, and some of the quarter we incurred some loss, so how that will be shown?
Same thing. See here for this chart, whatever I am showing currently, it doesn't care if you are representing sales or you are representing profits. Whatever was the number in your data set, it will explain that particular numeric value. If it was a profit, that calculation is there in the data set, it will do that. It will explain that also with similarly.
Okay.
Okay. So this is just one element which I've shown. Okay. Let me show you something even more powerful. How many people remember what was the total sales over the 2 years? What was the total sales of 2 years?
It's 165 million.
165 million. What was the sale in particular, let's say first year? What was the sale in the 2021?
69.
Okay. What was the sale in July 2021?
Now for that, PowerBI will help.
What was the sale in July 2021 for UAE? Right? These kind of questions will come. These are very simple questions. You will say, give me 5 seconds or maybe 2 minutes. I will just look into it. Now, let me show you a result. Okay. I am double clicking here. And then I am asking total sales and press enter. So this was you were able to give me, right? Now I am asking total sales by year. I am saying no, show me by country. Show me by country and year. So I want to compare all the countries. But then show me in a table form, because it's difficult to read that. Or maybe a bar chart. Have you seen this? What was I asking earlier? Total sales in July 2021. Which customer? Maybe country,
UAE.
I said, right?
UAE.
Okay. And show me by customers.
This is magic.
So if your boss says, do this, do this, do this, tell them, boss, whatever you are telling me, just type it here.
Voice recognition nahi hai kya isme? You can just say it. can it not recognize the voice and
वो भी
input
है,
the data?
वो भी है.
Oh, wow.
It's just that it should understand your accent.
True.
Okay. So on the mobile app, same thing can be accessed using your voice. Okay. So, but again, thoda practice चाहिए, then you will be able to get all these things.
Can you repeat this, please?
I think, yeah, this is the some kind of that question and answer session that will give the answer, right?
Yes. So it will answer your simple questions. Okay. It will not go into like complex things. But let's say, show me top 5 products by sale. You created using chart, right? Kajal asked me to repeat it twice, and maybe many other people, right? Same chart. It created. And as soon as you like something, okay, you found the answer, but you want to keep it now because it is on the fly. You can click on this icon, and then it will be converted into a normal chart. So you can create your reports by asking questions and convert it into a normal chart. Ask next question, convert it into normal chart, and that's it. Your report will be ready. At least the basic report will be ready. Complex ones will still require hard work. Okay. You can't escape that. Okay.
Can you repeat this, please? The steps.
Okay. So what you need to do is double click and then ask a question. Let's say
the box we have to double click.
Yeah, you need to double click on a blank part of the screen. Okay. And even if you, without double click also it can work. This double click is generating a visual. What is that visual? Use this chat box or Q&A kind of visual on the right side.
Yes.
That is what is getting generated by double clicking automatically.
Great.
And then here you can ask your questions, and it can be very detailed. Like 3-4 years ago, one student called our training company when I was an employee in that company. And then that student was asking questions that I took some training in that particular month, and then she was asking some questions. I was listening to my MD because he was speaking to that lady. And then after the call, I said, sir, there are so many students we have trained. Okay, let's create a platform like this so that as soon as a person calls, we just need to ask his or her name, type his name, and we will get all the details. What rating she has given to our trainings, what all courses she has attended till date. Okay. And then we can accordingly, maybe we will be able to, like, it will be more customer friendly now, whatever we will say. Okay. If you are saying, okay, let's say Carrefour was the biggest customer, right? If I say, show me sales by product for Carrefour and by date also, and keep it in a table format. Carrefour sales, kab usne kya liya, everything is given to me. So there are so many ad hoc requests which you receive from your managers, in fact, from your own brain, right? And we are not prepared. They are simple, but then this is one-stop solution for all those things. Okay.
So what is the option of a drill through here in the charts?
What if, what is the
drill through or something is there? There is the cross report, above the cross report.
So many things are there. Like, again, we need to select few only. So drill through is nothing but this chart I was able to change to something, right? Fine. This chart I am able to change using these arrows. Okay. So let me show you one more drill through. Okay, it is a little bit of advanced thing, so let's avoid that. Okay. Let's create a chart here, which is sales. And then I'm having customer types, and data labels are there. Now you will think, okay, customer wise I could see, but what if I want to see it by country? Then you will also see, okay, I want to explain the chart by product categories also, subcategories. So you will create 3 charts, right? One here, like that. But what I will do, I will bring customer type here. I will bring, let's not put customer type, let's go with country. I will bring city also here. I will bring salesman also here. And I will bring customer also. And my chart is looking very bad now because there are too many data points here.
There's some cluster type of the chart we can go on here.
So I will use this up arrow so that I start this chart from the top. Top level is country. So country level I found. If I want to see at city level, I can just use this double arrow and my chart switches to the cities. Same chart. If I click it once more, it is switching to the salesman. And if I click it once more, it is switching to the customer wise. So rather than creating 4 charts, 1 chart is enough for me. Okay. And the user can change these things. Because if I create 4 charts, then I will spend a lot of space. I will waste a lot of space and I will be creating more and more pages. Okay. Let me show you one more thing about it. Okay. Do you see this single arrow? This is for drilling down. So let's say Saudi is the biggest country. You click on Saudi, it shows only cities of Saudi. Now, I am interested in the sales of Riyadh. I click on Riyadh and it shows me the salesman of Riyadh only. Then I want to see, okay, who are the customers for Nazir? Click on this and it shows the 3 customers for that particular person. And then I can keep on having more details like, okay, what were the invoices in the last month? I can keep any number of elements in this and I can reach to that detail. Q&A, I was able to generate it on the fly, but I can plan the visual itself so that I can reach to the bottommost information of that particular situation. Okay. So that is something known as which is drill downs and hierarchies, which we have used in this case.
How to activate those buttons?
So when we bring multiple things here, then they automatically appear.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let me show you another. Okay. Before that, what we should do is whatever we have created till now, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Let us see how to share it with others. Okay. Because once the dashboard is done, then you need to share it with other people also. So I will the first page is just for some comments, right? What we wanted to create. So I don't want to show it to the end users. The second page is the one which I want to show. Let's name it as summary. Okay. If you want to add a background color to this particular page, you can go into this formatting, canvas background, and you can decide a particular color. Let's go with, I will try something little bit less transparent, something like that. Okay. But this is not working properly here. So if I'm saying that if possible, you can have the background color also. Rest of the pages, I just explained you some typical use cases. So I will delete this chart. I will delete this chart because I have explained them earlier. And I will keep this one here so that it can be used by my other team members. And I will name it as Q&A. Page 4, I don't want to show. I can right click and hide it. I'm not deleting because I might need it later. So I will have to recreate it. So I'm hiding it because currently this is a Power BI desktop file. So everything is visible to me. Now, so this is the main page which we have created and which we want to share with others. Save. How to share it with others? There are multiple ways. One of the way is, and the best way is, you should be logged in here. And for that, you need to create an account. Okay. Anyone can register to Power BI and you will get 60 days trial period. And then you need to use business email address. Then only you can create the account. You cannot create it based on the Gmail address or Yahoo addresses. Because they simply think that individual peoples will not pay money. Okay, they will not buy the licenses. Okay, so as soon as you are logged in here, you need to click on publish, and then it will ask where to publish. Okay, so there are multiple places where I can publish. Let me go for this section, training demo. And when I click on that, this desktop file will be pushed to that online account because it was a very small file. So it is already done. To access this file, I need to open Power BI desktop. Okay. So I will open my Power BI first.
सर स्क्रीन इज ब्लैंक दिख नहीं रहा है कुछ भी
Power BI दिख रहा है
कुछ नहीं दिख रहा ब्लैंक दिख रहा है ब्लैक
Is it the same with everyone?
No, sir, it's visible.
I'm visible. Visible.
I'm just switch your Zoom windows. Maybe that's the case. So I'm just entering my credentials. That's why I'm doing it on the other screen. Okay. So I have logged into powerbi.com. It will ask your credentials. And then here you will see on the top left, sorry, bottom left, workspaces. So there are many folders. Workspaces are nothing but your folders, different sections into your account. And we used this section to publish our report. And you can see this sample dashboard, last one. It is published on 7th of May, just now. Okay. When I click on this, so this is how we were able to see it. Here you can go for a full screen also. So present directly through the Power BI. Okay. Filters are accessible to the users. So this is what a user will see. In the desktop, we were seeing so many things, right? Because we were creating it. We were the creators, owner of the report. But when you try to share it with others, that will happen through the online and they will see only this much. So it's like a presentation itself. Okay. And all the interactivities, when I click this, only 2022 data is reflected. 96 million was the sales, 114 was the budget. Okay. And this highlighted part belongs to the 2022 and light color belongs to the total, the earlier situation. All that interactivity is working here. And if you see at the bottom, I don't know why that's not visible. Let me go again. At the bottom, there are certain arrows through which you can go to other pages. So I am having that second page. Let me go out of the full screen. This is the second page where the Q&A visual will appear. And then I can ask questions in that. Whatever questions we were able to ask on the desktop, we can ask similar kind of questions. Total sales, let's start with the same one. And it gives me the results by country. Okay, on map. So you just need to understand the language, how Power BI understands, and that's it. Your questions will be delivered in the form of visuals. Next, now, when you are sharing this particular report with someone, how they will access, because currently it is in your account only. Okay, you can click on share, and then here you need to select specific people and you can apply and then type the email addresses. Let me use the email address which most of you use during your queries. It will showcase whatever you type. Based on that, the list of email addresses which are matching to that criteria, whatever you have typed. And then you can click on send, and then it will shoot an email to that particular person with like saying something like Akhilesh has shared this dashboard with you. You can click on the hyperlink and go to the dashboard. He needs to enter his credentials. Then only these things will be possible for him to see. Otherwise, he will not see. So it is quite secure. It is not like sharing your Excel file to your manager and then that Excel file can be shared to someone else. Okay. Every person has to log in here. Then only they will see. Now, you can also export your data in the form of PowerPoint and send it to anyone. So let's say someone you want to share the report with and he is not belonging to your organization. So you can share your report, export it in PowerPoint and then share it to that person. Okay. Now, you can also share your report in PowerPoint, but in interactive format. Okay. Because this is one of the most frequently asked question by the students. Sir, this is fine, but my manager will ask a PPT. Okay. So whatever you are showing, can it work in PowerPoint? And my question, my response was no. But recently Power BI added something which is amazing, that you can interact with your Power BI reports within PowerPoint. Do you want to see? Let me open a blank Power BI file. Okay, I have it opened here. Let's go for a new one. Embed live data. This is what I need to click. Then it will generate a link. I can click on open PowerPoint if you want a new PowerPoint file. If you're already having a PowerPoint file which you want to use this particular dashboard, then you can use that one also. Not this one. Let's go for previous page. And then this page, I want to export and copy. You can click on open in PowerPoint. That's fine with us. This is the PowerPoint which is getting generated. So do you see here? This is a PowerPoint, and within that, this is looking like a screenshot, but it is not a screenshot. If you click inside, if you click on Saudi, if you click on any year, now think of your presentation now. What your presentation has? Your presentation is having some images. Your presentation is having some text. Your presentation is having some charts and numbers which you do the working in Excel. Okay. Your presentation may be having some animations. All those things can be combined together with the Power BI live dashboard. So maybe first screen, you are having whatever you used to have normally. And then this one, you can add in between, maybe another page of Power BI from some other dashboard you can put. And when you are presenting your data set to your team, okay, not only a screenshot, you can interact at that moment based on how the conversation is going. Okay, and your presentation becomes very, very powerful. Because if I were you, I would like to present directly from the Power BI itself. But initially, if you are in transition phase or you have just started with Power BI, then that will not happen. Your managers will still ask for PowerPoint, and this feature will solve that problem for you. So, okay, you wanted PowerPoint, I have the PowerPoint, but in between you are having few slides which are coming from Power BI directly, and they are interactive also. Okay.
Sir, one question.
Yes. Yes.
How to increase the font size or boldness in the Power BI?
How to increase the font size?
Yeah, because the titles, the inside, whatever the months or sales, that should be more.
So this formatting option has everything. Every component is having some formatting features. Whichever you want to like increase, just expand that. So let's say I want to increase this x-axis year. I will open that x-axis, and here in the value section, I can increase the font size. Okay.
Okay, got it.
So decrease. So formatting options are there enough. Okay. Too many things are there in formatting.
Okay.
Now, so did you like the PowerPoint feature? It is launched maybe I think only 5-6 months back. Before that, it was only static images, which were as good as like snipping tool, right? So all the functionality of Power BI was lost when people were copy pasting that. But now it is possible.
So we can keep on adding new, animation part in terms of data that we want to show in a phase-wise manner, not in one go. Like we do in PowerPoint, we reveal data one after another.
Yes. So that's the reason of copy pasting that. So let's say this PowerPoint was generated from Power BI side. I was having a PowerPoint file which is blank, and I created this new one because it may be having my old slides also, some other additional slides.
Yes.
So I can go to insert, then I can go to Power BI, and then it will ask a link, the link which I copied, right?
Right.
And copy paste that link here, and then I can click on link insert. Now, all these things will work only if you are logged in with the same ID. Okay, you need to verify, otherwise nobody randomly cannot access the data, right? So then it will pull.
So it will be an official ID which will be having the Microsoft login, which will have Power BI, PowerPoint all logged into one single.
Yes, generally Office 365 is having all the three things. Everything is connected. Okay,
Yes.
so that's one angle to it. But again, if you have any other kind of credentials which are common to all three, then it can be used. Or even if you are not having Office 365, okay, the Power BI ID you need to enter. Okay.
Right. Right.
Let me show you some more dashboards on the top, which are even more advanced. Let's say the sales analysis. Overview. Okay. I am having some slicers. So let's say I want to focus on until May only. So I will keep it up to 5th month. That's my focus period. And it is having combo chart. These numbers are there. Okay. And I am keeping some key numbers at the top. And I can use this dashboard and discuss it in Teams also. Okay. So when people are in meeting, they don't need to switch the window from Teams to Power BI. You can access it in PowerPoint. We have seen you can access it directly in your Teams. Okay. So that one single place, all of you are here. Okay. No need to switch to other platforms. You can subscribe to a report. So let's say you don't come every day to see and have a look at this page. This page can go to your inbox every day. So that option is also there. Okay. Let me show you a different dashboard, which is more advanced. Okay. Something like profit and loss. Okay. Here I am showing a summary of my profitability. From my net sales, which were 51 million, my profit is 11.6, and I want to see how I went from 51 to 11 million. And let's say you can see COGS is the major driver, or staff cost is the major driver. I can click on it and see further components of that 9 million where I am losing more money. Okay. Look at this visual. I am comparing my numbers, actual number, which is this dark green line, with budget, which is this purple or bluish line, and with last year. Okay. So that is this yellow line. So 3 comparisons are there. Not only overall monthly, but on each store also. So this is my different branches. So this black is my target. Light green is my previous year, and dark green is my current year. So I can see multiple references are there, and I can see my performance based on multiple references.
It's much more interesting than the boring P&L sheet that we see it on our Excel. It's so interactive.
Yes, so that's the intent of showing you these possibilities, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you even more advanced. So these are some samples which we created. Samples. Let's go for my workspace maybe. Sample pharmacy chain. A sample dashboards. So you can plan your Power BI slide itself like PPTs, like I have planned it, right? I want to go and have a look on the overview. It takes you to the overview page. This is what I have. I can come back to home. Then maybe I can look into the sales team chart. Okay. And you can come back again Let's go to the next page. When I hover here, do you see? You are asking for that drill through, right? I want to focus on Saudi, and then it will show me you can drill through to product view or the sales team view based on whatever you right click here. So maybe I want to look at the product details. So when I click on products, it picks Saudi and it filters that new page only for Saudi. You can see no other country is visible here. So rather than you clicking it on the next page again, it has moved from that page based on whatever you selected and filtered the new page according to your selection. And then you can do your analysis. You can come back. Okay, let me go for new page. Okay, let's say I'm having this still water, 25 million sales. When I hover, it shows me more details. It shows me the trend behind that sales, because this is 25 is the total number. I want to see the seasonality. What is happening? What was the profitability? So there is another page somewhere in the back end, which is shown by just hovering. So if I plan properly in one single page, I can have the overview, summary level view. I can go to details like this by just hovering. Okay, what happened in the flavored water? Okay, what happened in the overall water? What happened in 330 ml? Okay, so many details are there. Addition to what is visible here. 16 million is the sale, but then I can see many more details, which might be important when you want to have a broader context. Okay, sale is fine, but what was the profitability? Okay, how many customers are there in this particular product? So all those things are possible once you plan it properly. Okay, look at this. This is 2017 and 2018 data. Let me zoom it for all of you. It is plotting like Power BI tools were getting presented, right? So it is plotting margin and the sales. Anyone who is in this corner is the best, right? Sales as well as profitability. But currently, this is showing like this. Now, if you want to see what happened last year, you can click on this play button and it shows from where you moved where. What it shows, where were you and where you are. And if you want to focus on a particular, let's say city, let's look at Muscat. Click on Muscat. So Muscat was here last year and now it is here. And this axis, y-axis is sales. X-axis is profitability. So without moving or without compromising anything on profitability, only a little bit compromise is there on the profitability. Muscat is able to take its sales from 5 million to roughly 11 million. If that happens in reality, it's awesome, right? Let's discuss another one. Abu Dhabi was roughly at 7 to 8 million. That also got doubled, but then it had to like sacrifice some of the profits. The slope is little bit lower. Correct? And like that, you can plan your so many situations. I am only focusing on maybe Saudi. Click on Saudi, and this chart only shows Saudi related data set now. How my profitability looks in terms of percentage. So I'm having revenue, I'm having profit, I'm having net profit, and from revenue to net profit, it is 25% of the revenue. From gross profit to net profit, if I hover, it is 56% of the gross profit. How much is gross profit? I can hover, 44% is the gross profit with respect to revenue. Okay, so the capabilities are quite a lot. You just need to think what is important from the user's perspective to whom you are showing it. Okay, and accordingly, you need to plan all these things. you can see this is like whatever we created it, like because the time was limited, it was not finished. Here things are properly aligned. There's enough space, enough room to breathe. Okay, so that's why they are looking better. Okay. And then again, this ask me was there. You can ask questions. Explain the increase we have seen earlier through the waterfall chart. Look at this decomposition tree. Okay. I'm having a total sales of 165 million. We all know. Okay. When I click on this, I can go and break it by country. Then I want to see, okay, in this country, which cities, it will give me the cities in that country, top cities. Then I want to know, okay, in Jeddah, which are the customers. So when I click on that, it shows me the customers. And then Union Corp is the topmost customer. I want to see what he buys. So these are the products which he is buying. So currently my thought process, my mind was country, city, then customer, then the products. I can change it anytime. I can cancel all these things. Okay. I have the plus sign. It is asking, what do you want to see next? Okay. Maybe I want to see what products. So this is the top products. Then 330 ml is my biggest products. I want to make some changes in terms of packaging or maybe in terms of flavor. Let me see which countries will get impacted because of this. So these are the countries. Now in these countries, you can go for city, or maybe you can directly jump to who are the top customers in these. So whatever analysis power is there, I am giving it from my side, because generally normal, the person who creates, okay, it was his responsibility. Now he has prepared a basic work and then given it to the user, because user may be more experienced than you in terms of business analysis. Okay, so he will be able to do all these things with you. You have just designed it in such a way. You can demonstrate, okay, these things are possible, and then you can use it, others can use it. Everyone has his own brain to apply and prepare his stories to explain the numbers.
Sir, what is the name of this chart? Waterfall chart?
This decomposition tree.
Decomposition tree. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just showing you few charts. Okay. And Power BI, if you have seen the desktop, it is having only 30-35 charts. But this is not the only possibility of charts in Power BI. Here, Power BI Custom Visual Store, there are roughly 400 charts in addition to these 35 charts, which you can use. And they are just plug and play. You just need to look at it if it is important to you, or if it works for this situation. You can see 493. Last, when I recorded a particular video, it was 489. So 4 more charts have been added after that. And it was not very far. Okay, 2-3 weeks back, I guess. So many charts are there created by Microsoft, maybe other third parties, suppliers. Okay, some of them are paid, but most of them are free. Free. Additional purchase may be required, but still some features will be available to you. Okay. So this is Power BI. Any questions? Jatin, you have raised your hand for a very long time, I guess, or is it already answered? Okay. Now,
I'm sorry.
No problem. Okay. Any questions, guys? Now, the thing is how to learn more, right? I have given you some like starting knowledge. you can explore. But then if you want to learn more, how we can help. Okay. And because you are past participants, okay, well one is saying that can you repeat the Gauss chart again? No problem, well one. So Gauss chart is this chart, like a speedometer. And then we introduced sale because that is the number which we want to measure. And we want to compare it with budgets. So budgets I have added in maximum section. So this section will follow the budget. Okay. So till now, what all things we have covered? We have given a basic introduction why Power BI is important and how people are switching, different MNCs are switching to Power BI. And you have seen through some examples how you can bring revolution in your organization if they have just started or they are not using Power BI. Okay. We learned how to connect Excel data sets. That's just one data set out of the 100+ connectors which are possible using Power BI. Basic data preparation, like I gave you a basic massive data and we were able to clean it, and those cleaning steps were recorded. Then comes the visualization side. We have discussed few visualizations, inbuilt visualizations, okay, but there is a library of 493 more visuals which are just plug and play. Then creating reports and dashboards. We picked few insights from the data set and then we created few charts, and then how to publish it to the others and how to share it, that also we discussed. Okay. Now, a dashboard is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay. We have discussed it on a broad level, but it requires so many things. The Q&A, which we were just typing and it was giving a result. It was only giving a result related to cost, budget, and whatever fields were there. If you ask, okay, what is my percentage change with respect to budget from 2019 to 2020? Okay, maybe it will not be able to answer. You need to create that calculation first somewhere and then it will answer. The Q&A will answer. Okay. So it required a lot of data cleaning, a lot of relationships. Till now, we have used only one data set, right? Do you remember Power Pivot? Power Pivot engine is there in Power BI. So it will be able to talk one data set from this file, another data set from this file, third one from a database itself, okay? And fourth one from something else, okay? Maybe a web page. You will be able to connect all of them and then those things will be possible. So what is the normal step of creating a dashboard? We have seen like briefly. First, you need to understand the requirement. What is the requirement of that particular audience for whom you are creating this particular report? You remember how you started? I just asked you, okay, what kind of things you want from this data set? Okay, so we were having the data set. Sometimes it may be other way. Requirements are there. Your boss will tell you, okay, I need these things. You will find the data sets wherever that information is lying, and then you will start with that. So you will connect to the data, then you will transform. That means the data cleaning. Okay. Now data cleaning may involve very deep steps. Okay. Some of the files go for 30-40 steps also in terms of data cleaning. The good part is that it will always be like that. Okay. So things don't change in terms of structure. Things will not change so frequently. If they are changing very frequently, then it is a discipline issue. You need to manage it. It is a person-to-person issue. Okay. So that can be fixed. Relationships and then calculations. Till now, we did not write any formulas. But for complex calculations, little bit advanced calculations like how much was the variance with respect to last year, this year, what was the profitability, okay? Then you will go into the calculation side. You will have to write some formulas. Visualizations we have seen briefly, and then publish and share also some features we discussed. Okay. Now benefits, I don't need to reiterate. Okay. And again, like Excel, this can be learned in 4 weeks. Okay. And that is also I'm like having a buffer because we teach the same course in 2 days only. Okay. So this is the course which we offer, and there are few people who have already subscribed to this course from the group itself. Okay, Akash is there, Kajal is there. They are using it already because they were already looking forward for these kind of things. Okay. Then what does it include in terms of content? So what kind of different softwares are there, licenses are there? So all the introduction is there. Power BI desktop interface in detail. Okay. So this part more or less, to some extent we have covered, but not all. Licenses and all we have not covered till now. Okay. Then comes the Power Query. So we have covered very basic data cleaning. Okay. Remove and fill rows. This part we have covered. But what if there are two data sets? 2021 file is separate, 2022 file is separate, 2023 is separate. So then comes appending. So normally you will copy paste manually, right? So appending will help you to automatically consolidate them. Merge will help you to avoid VLOOKUPs. And then you can bring, let's say there are 10 files in a folder from 10 countries. Power Query can consolidate all the files if they are of similar structure automatically. Okay. And then there are many other things related. Coming to data modeling, which is relationships and other things. Relationships is a big category because then only we will be able to get the other context. Okay. Other informations like budget table is separate, sales table is separate. Then how will you calculate the variance? How will you compare numbers by product, by country? Okay. Then relationship will come into picture. Okay. Then what kind of models, what kind of diagrams in the backend we can have. Then comes calculations. So these two sections, okay, some of the things we were having already, some of the things you may need to calculate, how to create a new column in the data set without editing the Excel file. And there are so many functions which are there, which can help you to calculate month till date, YTD, last year, what was the number, all those things are in this section. This section is known as DAX, Data Analysis Expressions. The simple name is the formulas and functions. Okay. And then comes interactivity. You have seen in one of the sample dashboards, slicers were there, filters we have seen, but filters are having many more levels. What you saw was just affecting a particular chart. How will you create filters which can affect the whole page? How will you create filters which can affect the whole report itself? Okay. So that the user, when he is switching from one page to another page, he doesn't need to select the same filters again and again. Okay. Then buttons. Do you remember? Home tab to home page. Okay. Then I clicked on a button, then it was taking me to some other page. Okay. All those kind of interactivities. And when we click on a particular chart, it interacts with other charts. What if we don't want them to interact? What if we want them to interact in some other ways? Okay. All those things will come into this interactivity. And this interaction is the main like differentiating factor of these tools, right? So this is the front end of these tools. Then page setup. We have added text box, but how to add a title, how to add your logo, how to change the colors of the background, how to add a background image also. Okay. Then drill down and hierarchies we discussed briefly. There are tooltips, how to create that custom tooltip so that when I hover and it shows a full page from the background related to the information which I am hovering. All these charts we are discussing in detail. And then custom visuals, how to access them, how to plug them inside Power BI, All these details are there in the chart. Okay. Sorry, here title is misleading, but how to share your report as PDF, how to share it through service, we have seen briefly, but what are the precautions you need to take? Okay. Then how to use it in PowerPoint, I have shown you briefly. And then how to, so if you have worked everything, cleaning, calculations, everything is done in Power BI. Now, some people will always come from finance. They will say that, can I have this data in Excel? So then you should not create each and everything again, all the cleaning steps and everything, right? Power BI gives you functionality to take that same model and access it in Excel, so that through the pivot tables, you can analyze same things. All the data sets will be accessible in Excel. Okay. Then these are some advanced things related to the advanced interactions, I would say. What is the difference between report and a dashboard? Whatever we saw till now in today's session was a report, Power BI report. We have not gone into the dashboard. We have not gone into the mobile view. Okay, all those things are mentioned here. So this particular course will give you a broad overview, okay, plus details of each section. Okay, overview, I think today's workshop is enough in itself. So again, all these things are offered with all the same features which we were having in Excel. Okay, the platform is same, the format is same, recorded lessons plus live classes. Okay, and then everything is same. 50 plus lessons are there, which you can watch at your own pace, because it is new to you. Very, very basic things you were asking again and again, right? So these recorded sessions will help you a lot. Now, main thing is, if you are interested, how much does it cost, right? That's the thing which you are waiting for. Okay. As a past Excel student, we are giving at quite a few, very good offer we are offering here. Okay. Before that, let me show you some of the samples. Like some of you might have seen this particular, after learning Power BI, what happened to his earnings and all. This is another one. Another guy, Vineet. Okay. He resigned from a company again. And then after learning, going through this course, his salary got increased by 70 to 75. Because of leaving his job, he had to go back to his home country, okay, India, of course. But then within 6 to 7 months, because of these skills, he was able to come back here, okay, during the COVID itself. Okay, she is another customer of mine, okay. And again, this person is again from Kerala, and he is spending 50% time, salary doubled, and expenses also have reduced because he is living in India, not in Dubai now, earning everything in Dubai currency. Okay. This is from a course which I delivered in Kuwait, IKEA. Okay. We asked them, what was your aha moment, or what did you like the most? Okay. Unpivot, merge, append, calculate. I think none of these things, all these things are coming in the course only. Okay, because these are little bit next level things. Okay, connections, so that means relationships. Excellent way of expanding during the training. Okay, that's a generic one. Okay. Now, normally this course, if you go to Teachable, you might have seen in the website, it is $199, which is almost 15,000 plus. Okay, 52 weeks sessions are there, and 10 dashboard templates, because again, initially you need the templates, because front end, you will find it hard initially to design. Okay, so we will give you dashboard templates. Rest of the bonuses I am not listing because you are already a course or Excel participant. So those things are already there. Icons, visualization cheat sheets. Okay, all those things are there. Okay. What is the cost? Cost is 2,000 plus GST. So this is the incremental cost which you need to pay because you are already having the Excel course. So total cost for this combo is 5,000 plus GST, which is 5,900. Rest of the amount you have already paid. So this much you need to pay if you are interested in this. 2 of you are already like participated in the, like they are already using it for quite a few days. Like Kajal I was saying that Power Query, learn more. Okay. So I will share the payment link, which is created only for the current students, because next week onwards, it is going for public launch. 7 to 10 p.m. regular Power BI workshop will be there, and then regular pricing will be there. So I've shared the payment link for this cost, okay, 2,000 plus GST. Benefits, like I don't need to explain you are already a student, so you have seen how we teach and how we are, okay. So if you want to learn Power BI also, then I've shared the link in the chat, and let me share it in the WhatsApp group also, so that you can start learning this awesome thing which is known as Power BI. I would be happy if you have any questions. I would be happy to answer them.
Sir, class का schedule क्या रहेगा?
Class का schedule initially वही रहेगा. Weekdays जैसे doubt sessions होते हैं, same. Weekends में it is difficult because already 3-4 hours are there in the workshops. So after that, not much time is pending.
मतलब Wednesday को जो होती है class वही होगी ना?
Initially, we will have it like separately, because maybe not all of you will switch. Okay. And the thing is, let's say we discuss the doubt sessions of Excel for 2 months regularly. सारे topics तो Excel के खत्म हो जाएंगे, right? Not new things will not come so frequently. Okay. So later on, we will try to combine them together, but initially we will keep it as a separate session, because it will be a new thing. So you will take more time to understand. So we will go slow. Okay. So, but it will be in the evening, like the same format, maybe another day.
नहीं वो ठीक है सर, मतलब मेरा बस my query is that count कितने दिन रहेगा, क्योंकि मतलब मेरे लिए
once a week.
Once a week. What is the timing? The same way, is it 9:30 or something?
Same way.
Okay.
सर टोटल कितना है? 2000 प्लस जीएसटी कितना टोटल कितना है सर?
2300 something होगा, 2360 something, 18% GST.
Okay, 2360 ना सर?
2360.
Yeah.
Deepak, I have shared it in the WhatsApp group also, if you are part of that.
Can you? Hi Akhilesh, I think this you are already given to the all type of the MS Office related. Is it possible to load to some type of the information related to the PPT, that how to prepare some of the Power PPTs and everything? So that
Sorry, I didn't understand that question.
So can you provide some insights related to the PPTs? How to prepare in the simple type of the PPTs in a fast way, instead of killing a lot of times?
I'm not an expert on PPT. Okay. But yes, maybe we can discuss it one of the doubt sessions, and then I can help you. Okay. I don't prepare a lot of PPTs. Okay.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
सर सेशंस वैसे ही होंगे ना जैसे अभी एक्सेल के लिए जो प्री रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस हैं वो हम एक एक कर क्लोज कर लेते हैं, पढ़ लेते हैं.
हाँ, वही है exactly same thing. So if I show you, maybe I can show you. Okay.
और दूसरा सर एक जो अभी आपने ना इनिशियली बताया था कि ये जो फ्री वाला मतलब अभी है जो जिसको हम एक्सेस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन शेयर करने के लिए वी हैव टू बाय इट.
हाँ.
तो मतलब वो उसकी जरूरत तो अभी हमें कोई ऐसी खास होगी नहीं, हमें तो सीखना ही है.
लर्निंग के लिए कोई जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है. लर्निंग के पर्सपेक्टिव से your main important thing is Power BI desktop. Okay. What happens in the Power BI service? You can register through your office email address. 60 days का ट्रायल पीरियड मिलता है, एंड 60 days के बाद वो प्रीमियम फीचर्स स्टॉप हो जाते हैं. बेसिक लाइसेंस फिर भी रहेगा, ठीक है. You can still publish and see it yourself on mobile. Okay, all those things will work. Whenever you want to share it with anyone else, then दोनों को लाइसेंस चाहिए.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it, sir.
So,
got it.
It is also same on the Teachable platform. everything is live. Okay. And again, same format, nothing new. Okay. Next question.
Total course duration 52 weeks है सर, यानी कि
हाँ 52 वीक्स है, बट जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी उतने की। उससे पहले अगर आप पढ़ोगे तो जैसे एक्सेल के लिए 52 वीक्स थोड़ी लगे आपको करने में।
हाँ
हाँ, but yes, we are giving it 52 weeks as of now. See, after some time, what we will do, we will offer Excel and Power BI as a combo to everyone. Okay, not only individual course. Okay, so that because some of the doubt sessions nobody will come then after finishing all the concepts. Okay, so we will try to optimize it at a later stage. Initially, not. Okay, we will keep it separate initially.
Yeah, Akhilesh, actually this access is for the online access for this lifelong, right?
Yes, yes. Same like Excel. It will be with you. Online will be always with you. Okay. You can always come and watch. And by the way, guys, those who are having iPhone, you can watch or videos on mobile also. Okay. There is a teachable application. Android में नहीं है अभी, US कंपनी है तो उतना भाव नहीं देता Android को। ठीक है।
I have a teachable app, but I'm using the Apple only.
So, yeah, so if you are using, that's what I wanted to say. Teachable, it works on iOS mobiles.
It is iOS only I have. I'm using that. Unfortunately, I could not able to.
So maybe you are using another login there. So you need to use the same. Okay.
Actually, thing is, I have I already enrolled to that another course also in Teachables. That's working, but there's when I giving to that when I giving the credentials of this course is not logging in.
Okay. Okay. So Abhimanyu is done. Lama is also done.
This is
Hello, Akhilesh.
Yes.
I want to enroll now, but I want to start my classes post 25th.
Doesn't matter, ना? Course तो आपके पास हमेशा रहेगा.
No, but the doubt clearance classes फिर वो कैसे manage करेंगे? आप
doubt की हमारा मतलब वो तो on demand चलता है ना, ऐसा नहीं है कि एक टॉपिक हो गया तो दोबारा नहीं होता, उसकी recordings होती है हमेशा, right? So it will be same like Excel. People who are joining now, they are also joining the same doubt classes. Okay, we may revisit the same topic again also. See, everything is there in the course itself. Doubts are just to support them. Live classes. Otherwise, let's say you don't want to join the doubt sessions. Still, you will be able to learn each and everything.
Right.
Okay. So everything is there. If you start after a month, that's also fine.
I am in, sir.
Tarun, right?
Yes.
हाँ, आपकी आवाज थोड़ा पहचाना, मैंने देख नहीं रहा था कौन बोल रहा है.
Okay.
Okay. Good, good.
हेलो सर, जोगेश्वर हियर.
Yes, जोगेश्वर.
सर मैं अभी पेमेंट किया सर आपका पावर बीआई के लिए, जस्ट चेक कर लीजिए.
Okay. If you're done, that's fine. If any fail payment will come, we will approach you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Who else?
सर यानी कि अब मतलब अगर मोटा मोटा समझे in a nutshell, so we would be having 2 classes, 2 doubt sessions in weekdays, one for Excel and another one for BI, and there will be a dedicated workshop on Sundays, and that will be for BI.
Yeah, so that is generic, right? जैसे Excel का pivot table workshop अभी भी हो रहा है, right? Students. Okay.
But आपको जो 3 घंटे का क्लास करने वाले हो संडे से, वो क्या रहेगा? What will be that session on?
So that is the same thing which we have just covered.
Covered, na? Okay, done.
Okay. But for new audience, now we are opening it for everyone. So this one, the first session, we only dedicated to our course participants. Whoever.
तो हमारी जरूरत नहीं है ना सर उस क्लास में?
नहीं, संडे की जरूरत नहीं है.
हमारा संडे बच गया.
ठीक है, कोई और टॉपिक ले आएंगे.
नहीं, प्लीज.
इस दिन खा लेंगे आपका संडे.
प्लीज आपका वीकडे, आपका वीकेंड हो जाता है फ्राइडे सैटरडे, हमारा एक ही संडे मिलता है.
अरे भाई, हमारा भी सैटरडे संडे है.
अरे
अच्छा, no, but in Dubai it's Friday Saturday week off, right?
No, it's changed for last 2 years. Now we are aligned with the international markets.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, then it's okay.
Okay. और खैर मतलब जो बंदा खुद के लिए काम कर रहा है उसका कोई सैटरडे संडे नहीं होता भाई।
हाँ बस यही बात है सर अमरीश।
That's true.
हाँ एक्चुअली क्या है कि सर तो हमारे मालिक हैं, मतलब एंटरप्रेन्योर,
मालिक है, खुद के मालिक है, खुद के मालिक है।
मैं चाहता हूँ आप लोग भी बन जाओ जल्दी से।
Absolutely, absolutely.
हाँ ठीक है। जॉब से मेरा मन तभी उठ गया था जब मेरे को पहली बार अपने बॉस ने अप्रिशिएट किया था फर्स्ट डैशबोर्ड के लिए।
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, एक्चुअली हमारी कंपनी हमें ऑफिस 365 की लाइसेंस देती है, तो वहाँ पे तो पावर बीआई तो दिख नहीं रहा है ऐप स्टोर में, तो क्या ये ऑफिस 360 के लिए?
अभिमन्यु क्या है, पहली बार मेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में पावर बीआई कैसे आया था, ठीक है, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ढीला हो सकता है बट आपको अप टू डेट रहने की जरूरत है, ठीक है। तो यू लर्न, ओके, डेस्कटॉप फ्री है, एक दिन अगर वो उसमें इंस्टॉल नहीं करने देते अपना पर्सनल लैपटॉप लेके जाओ कि सर मैंने ये सैंपल अपने डेटा के हिसाब से बनाया है एक डैशबोर्ड, वुड यू लाइक टू सी इट, ओके, शो देम, उनको अच्छा लगा वो पावर बीआई डेस्कटॉप भी आ जाएगा, लाइसेंस भी आ जाएंगे, सब कुछ आ जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली।
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
some companies are aware, some of the companies you need to make your employer aware of these things.
एकदम।
Okay. Next question.
Akhilesh have done the payment.
So I will just confirm the payments who have done it. Quite a few actually. Amrish done. Jagdish Kishore done. Pulla done. Buy new वाला भाई कौन है, क्या नाम है आपका? Buy new and at Outlook.
Ramya.
Ramya done. Okay, buy new बहन है, चलो. Sandeep done. Tarun done. And Sam L Hazin done. Okay. Devura Konda done. Abhimanyu done. Yogeshwar done. Okay, so these people have already done. Okay.
So that once you upgrade to that Power BI, can you skip the Excel? Still the Excel and the Power BI has to be integrated, each of them.
Excel को कैसे भूल सकते हैं?
Yeah, that's the reason I'm asking.
Excel you cannot forget, brother.
Because
it's a symbiotic relationship. You cannot break it.
Yeah, that's the reason. Is there any option to make it in SQL?
So your usage will minimize. Again, it depends on your organization, right? So, see, let me tell you. If currently I look at my consulting and trainings, okay, 90% is going on Power BI, the training requirements as well as consulting requirements. But it doesn't mean कि Excel बिल्कुल बंद कर दिया मैंने. If someone approaches, so we do it, okay. But then there are limited capabilities, and sometimes the user or the company is coming, okay, I have this problem, and can you create a dashboard in Excel? We make him aware, sir, okay, I will do it in Excel, okay, but in the same cost, what if I do it in Power BI and look at the capabilities? And they say, oh, we were not aware. Okay, please do it in Power BI. And then they start their first Power BI dashboard. And then they start more and more Power BI uses. Okay, so that's how things are changing. Excel will stay. You keep learning Excel. It doesn't mean that you stop learning Excel. Okay. आकाश ने Excel का कोर्स 20 दिन पहले खत्म कर दिया था, तब मैंने उसको Power BI दिया था, उसको पहले डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया था मैंने, ठीक है. So keep learning Excel. Okay, but here there is a different set of capabilities which you will acquire in terms of your skills as well as presenting it to the management. Okay.
Akhilesh, what is the next thing in future that's going to come up? Because a lot of jobs are now demanding to have business intelligence as well as data science as a capability in your resume. And I have been a salesperson for last 20 years. Now I want to, shift my career from sales. I've done 20 years of sales. I've done the hard work. Now I get into strategy, analysis, data science, data management, and more on data part. So for me, what will be the next step that you suggest as a future?
I think we should have a like dedicated session on this, but briefly I will explain. Okay, data analysis and business intelligence is a very small subset of data science. Okay, data science has many more like data manipulations and other things. Okay, in this Power BI we have Power Query which can manipulate data in terms of transformation little bit. Okay, data science, not every company is looking. Okay, maybe one or two companies may be saying, okay, I need a data scientist. Okay, but most of the companies are not looking for data scientist. But business intelligence, every company needs something intelligent related to the business, how to how to showcase the numbers. So that is a broader term in terms of a business. So the openings and positions will be much higher than the data scientist.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So data scientist उसके बाद घुस सकते हो, but no need as of now, no need. पहले इनको टिक मार्क करो, उसके बाद vacancy. Okay, because इसमें भी different sections हैं. There is something related to data transformation, right? उसमें बहुत बड़ा scope है, and that will save a lot of time, and that will start automating your things. Then comes calculation DAX. वो हम 2 दिन में अकेले पढ़ाते हैं उस topic को, ठीक है? Advanced level पे. So once you cover these things, I will take you to those things. Okay, but अभी do not confuse yourself. पहले basic सीखो. Okay. And then visualizations. ठीक है. Basic visualizations, click and all interactive सब कुछ ठीक है. But उनको advanced कैसे बनाना है? Interactive कैसे बनाना है? इस space से उस space पे कैसे jump करना है? How to show bookmarks. Okay. Those things we will discuss in some of the doubt sessions maybe. Okay?
Right.
So once you cover these basic things, then it becomes interesting to discuss all these things. Okay. अभी discuss करूँगा आपको समझ में नहीं आएंगी काफी.
नहीं, इसलिए मैंने future का ही पूछा. मैंने इसलिए future का ही पूछा.
So it will come. Okay, we will keep guiding you once you keep taking all these things, whatever you are learning.
Yeah, Akhilesh, are you able to screen? Are you able to see my screen?
No, actually, let me pause. Can others see?
No, sir.
Not yet shared. He has started sharing, but not yet visible. Can you unshare and share?
Yeah, sure. I will stop the share and do this. Let me. I have some doubt because what this kind of things we are doing there. And now
it is coming, but like I mean, I can see your screen, but nothing is visible.
I think there's an Excel sheet I have shared to you there.
What is it out? Can you speak? Maybe I will try to.
No, actually, thing is, I am doing this kind of the data statistics analysis. Can we make it in the Power BI?
Real doubt about, right? It is not related to Power BI. Let's discuss it in the doubt session, right?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Any other questions? Thank you, Dhar, Sridhar, or I don't know which Dhar.
Okay.
How long this Power BI course will take to complete?
So we teach this same content in 2 days in physical classroom trainings. Okay, let's say कि relax way में पढ़ाएं तो 3 days. Okay, so you consider 3 to 4 weeks. Go even more relaxed. Tick mark करना is not important. Understand करना is more important. Okay, the course is structured properly. Go from first video till the last video. Okay, and then the doubt sessions will help you even more. Then we will take some case studies. Okay, this is the data set, and this is what we want to achieve, and all of us will work together to build something. Okay, so 3 to 4 weeks. Keep it easy on yourself. Okay, don't forget Excel. Okay, continue working with Excel.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next question.
Can we get the recording of this session?
भेज दूंगा, but ऐसे कोर्स में है उससे ज्यादा अच्छा मटेरियल, राइट?
Okay, sir. So
कोर्स में हम लोग ये फिर से कवर करेंगे, राइट?
मैंने लाइक एक ब्रॉड समरी कवर किया है, कोर्स में एक एक कंपोनेंट पे डिटेल्ड में वीडियो, ओके, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट दीज थिंग्स, बट यस फिर भी रिकॉर्डिंग भेज देंगे, नो प्रॉब्लम, ओके।
थैंक यू सर।
Deepak, that's fine, it's okay, okay. When we will get access to Power BI? Tonight.
The access will be added in the same portal.
Same
means
login. You will just see another course.
Okay, got it.
Okay. चलो guys, अपना Sunday enjoy करो, and thank you Amrish for.
Thank you Akhilesh for accepting my request to make it at 3 to 6.
So see, earlier the plan was that public launch was today itself. Okay. Then we thought, okay, let's.
Thank you so much.
Have our students first.
Thank you so much, Akhilesh, for understanding.
No problem. No problem. Chalo, bye bye, guys.
Bye. Take care.
Link is there on the WhatsApp as well as chat. Feel free to join. Okay. Yes. Next question. Someone was saying something. Akash, you were saying something.
No. Good evening, sir.
ठीक है, चलो, bye bye guys, take care.